What's up, Saiyan Army? So overhead press day today, showing you guys some of my warm-ups. So we started with the bar, did about 15 reps, 10 to 15 reps depending on how I'm feeling that day. Then we go to 95 pounds, and here's 135 pounds, just trying to stay nice and tight and just get warm. And here we have 155 pounds. Once I pass 135, I usually just do it anywhere from 1 to 3 reps, depending on how I'm feeling. Now, every day is different. Some days I'm feeling warmer than others, so my warm-ups are never the same. I know some people like to do the same warm-up every single time, but for me, it really depends on how I feel. And throughout my warm-ups, I'm sipping on my pre-workout. Pre-workout for me kicks in really fast. So once I'm done with my warm-up, I try to finish my pre-workout, and it usually kicks in once I start my working sets. So there you saw me pop my BCAs. And here we are, first working set, 185 pounds. Now, I wanted to get 185 for sets of 5 today, but my core just felt like crap. Front squats, I did front squats the day before, and being the first day doing front squats in months, my core was just shot on this day. So as you can see, I'm getting a lot of seizure attacks as I'm hitting my last rep, but it's all good because we got sets of 4. Also, we use the lockjaw clamps today. Most of the time I just use the lockjaws for deadlifts, but I wanted to PR today, and the lockjaws weigh about, I think it's about 0.7 pounds each. So both lockjaws add like 1.5 pounds to the bar. So it's almost like micro loading the bar. So it's still a PR, it's still a win, which is all good. So we just did a 5 sets, 185 pounds. We did 4 reps with the lockjaw clamps. Everything felt really good. Oh, except for, well, besides my core. Another thing I want to touch on, someone asked me in my previous video, if I'm trying to work my core so much, why am I using a belt when I'm front squatting? Now, for me personally, and my back issues, I have a bulging disc. For you new subscribers, I got it when I was 16 years old, and yeah. So for me and my back issues, I think it's not worth the risk running working sets without a belt. For those of you who have front squatted before, front squats are going to be arguably the best core exercise you can ever do for your core. For me, definitely front squats are number 1. If you want to strengthen your core, front squats are going to be it. If you want to up your overhead press, front squats help so damn much. Now, for me, it's not worth the risk of running without a belt. Obviously, lifting with a belt is going to be a lot safer, but you're not going to work your core as much. But being it the front squats, it's going to work your core regardless. So I'd rather have a little bit less core work, core activation for a lot more safety. And that's considering you're using the belt properly, breathing into the belt, and keeping everything nice and tight. So that's why I use a belt when I front squat. And I use a belt for a lot of things, just because it's even like incline bench press. I get lots of questions about using belt on the incline bench press. Now, I'm not gonna snap my back on the incline bench press, but I like the belt up because it just feels tighter and I can push a little bit more weight. And that's the overall goal, to overload the muscle. And if by using a belt, I can, incline bench press another 5 or 10 pounds, that's gonna equal more chest gains, more shoulder gains, and more incline bench gains. So there we did flat dumbbell bench press. I was feeling actually really damn good this day. I think I did, was it like 100 for sets of 10, which was more than I usually do because I'm usually shot after overhead press. But since I was feeling so damn good, I thought, damn, I'm gonna up my shoulder press game too, but nope, because I went heavier on the flat bench press, I couldn't go heavier on the shoulder press. So it's all about give and take. You can't hit PRs in everything, which is something I forgot, and which is why I did 80 pounds, 75, and had to drop it. I was originally supposed to do sets of 8, but I was just fatigued city up in here. Here, we're doing kettlebell side laterals. These are some of my favorite side laterals. Shout out to Omar Isoff and Alberto Nunez for making the video. I did these a long time ago, then I forgot about them. Then I saw Omar's newest video, or his video a couple videos ago, and it reminded me about them. These feel so damn good on the lateral head of your delt. So highly recommend them. As you can see, I'm keeping constant tension. I'm not bringing them all the way up. I'm also using a false grip, which I notice I can feel the engagement on my shoulders a lot more. Now here's my favorite tricep exercise. This is the machine push down. Now I don't like doing weighted dips because it really messes with my tricep tendonitis and my elbows, but this doesn't at all, and it feels great. I like to, as you can see, there's a pad that you can lean into. For me, I don't like to lean into the pad because I like to engage my chest too. And just when you engage your chest, you can push a lot more weight, obviously, because you're using your chest to push it down too. So I'm using it more like almost like a weighted dip, where I'm engaging my chest, my triceps, my shoulders, everything's getting engaged. And these feel great. If your gym has one of those, definitely do them. Next, we're doing some rear delt work, just sets of 15, keeping it nice and controlled. As you can see, I stand up and I lean into the machine like that. I notice it feels a lot better on my rear delts. And when you create an angle like that, you can actually retract a lot further back and get a fuller range of motion, as opposed to sitting down where you're upright and you can only go so far back. So last exercise over at tricep extensions, nice and simple. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Strength and honor. Aloha.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! Immortal!